Inflation has increased substantially, and for many of you, you've been seeking ways to kind of protect your cash from the rising prices. So for this, CPA Kimberly Washington is here with a few tips for you today. But also, if you recently filed and got a surprisingly high tax bill, she has some helpful tips for that too. Kim, thanks for joining us. What do people need to know? Because that's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot. But the first thing, if you did receive a high tax bill, one of the things that you want to do right now, and I tell people about this all the time, head over to irs.gov and use what's called the withholding tax calculator. You can actually enter your income and also your expenses. And that way you can determine exactly how much to break even at tax time, of course, because many people could use that money right now. Once you get that information, use your W-4 form, turn it into your human resource department. That's one way you won't get a surprise tax bill next year.
And Kim, for people who are self-employed, what are some options that they have to reduce their tax bill for next year?
Right. So if you're self-employed, you fall, of course, into a different bracket, right? But one of the things that you can do right now is a couple of different things. Number one, review your estimated tax payments. So make some tax payments throughout the year to reduce your tax liability. Another thing you want to do if you're self-employed, you also want to look and determine whether or not you can put money into what's called an individual retirement account, or also with a SEP IRA rather. Those things, of course, could help you not only save for retirement, but also help you to reduce your tax liability. But you don't want to wait, of course, until April 15 next year. If you're a small business owner, do it throughout the year. Do some tax planning. That can really help you at this time.
And Kim, for those people out there, we're going to transition a little bit to inflation, a big story right now. What can people do? What steps can they take to make sure that inflation isn't eating away at their wallet?
Right, a couple of different things. The first thing you want to look at, of course, is your budget. Find ways, of course, to increase your income, but also reduce your expenses at this time. Another thing when it comes to inflation, if you can, speak with your employer and see if you can ask for a raise, right? Just say, hey, listen, I've been on a job for a while. Can I get a raise? So that's some questions, of course, you can ask right now. It won't hurt to ask, right? Then another thing you can do seriously, of course, you can review your last 3 years of tax returns and determine whether or not the IRS owes you money. So that, of course, you can use that money at this time. But I have to go back to the point that I said in the beginning. Go to the irs.gov, look at what's called the withholding calculator, adjust your withholdings at this time, and that way, of course, you can use that money throughout the year instead of allowing Uncle Sam using your money, of course, interest-free throughout the year.
Absolutely, Kim. Thank you so much. But as always, helpful tips. Where can people find you if they maybe have some more questions?
Right. They can find me on social media at KimSense.
All right, Kim, thank you so much. Always good to see you, and always those helpful tips.
Thank you.